morning, everyone. This is Nigeria Now on Equa Television International. And today I have my sister Lois with me. Lois, good morning.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine. Yeah, rainy day, and then all through it's just rain. And the weather is chill. We bless God for this beautiful weather.
Definitely.
Then you can still see people being optimistic, even with the rains this morning. People are going up and down with the normal business, and then we're here again.
We thank God, and we'll still keep on telling people to shield themselves, especially if you're in Jos Plateau State. It's a chill weather. You take coffee, you take tea, just take hot water and keep yourself warm, and try to avoid any form of catarrh and all this cold that will stop you from doing your normal activities.
Yeah, an umbrella as well.
Or a raincoat.
Raincoat. That's a good one. And then a quick reminder, knowing that the rains are
It's heavy
and then constantly falling. Definitely you know the issue of flood, and we said it is very important. People should take caution. Those that have children, try and let them know where what they should look out for, and then take caution for those of us that are staying in the
riverine area.
Riverine area, yes, more slopey and swampy. Definitely the rains will, the water will rise, and then just try and look for a higher ground that will go a long way, in order to avoid anything that will happen that will be regretting later.
Yeah, definitely.
So please, viewer, just do well to join us. We are live on Facebook and YouTube, so that you can air your own view too. And Nigeria is running into, I don't know how to put it, bankruptcy. I can't tell. I'm just seeing this story that is saying for liabilities now, Nigeria is about to pay like 17 trillion.
That's a huge amount of money.
Yes, and we don't even have the money because we borrow.
Yes, and we're set to borrow yet again.
And the projection of the 2023 budget is 19 trillion. And then in paying liabilities for court cases, and then you are talking 17 trillion. Where are we? It's really alarming.
It's alarming, really. Every day we talk about fuel, oil theft. We talk about the things that are supposed to bring revenue to the country are not working. So how do you expect to have the money? How do you expect to fund some of these things? That's why we keep borrowing. We keep borrowing to pay salaries. We borrow to settle debts upon debts and debts all over again. And we are now, like you said, we are running bankruptcy or something. Like, I just don't know 2023 how the country will just be like.
Just look at it. If you are projecting 19 trillion, and then already you have liabilities to pay of 17 trillion. So just minus the 17 trillion from the 19 trillion. How much is remaining? It's just a simple math. And then you know that something is wrong with this country, that if care is not taken, I don't think Nigeria will run again. Yes.
That's why we keep telling people that 2023 is no joke. We shouldn't play around with that, because next year's election is going to make or mar this country, whether we like it or not. It's either we make the right choice, or we sink deep down to whatever level we don't even understand. Because as we are going now, basically funds or money is what drives the world. A country that doesn't have enough funds to drive itself is nowhere to stand when world powers are talking. You can't say nothing because you don't have it. Even we talk about normal community in your family, if you are the one that is poor, nobody calls you for anything. Nobody asks for your opinion. because you, as far as they are concerned, you have nothing to offer. So it's just basically what's happening right now. If we don't stand on our feet and do what we are supposed to do and make things right in this country, I don't think we'll be called, when they call Nigeria, anybody will be able to answer. As such, that's why so many people are saying 2023, youths are the majority in this country, and they have to stand up on their feet. They have to wake up from their slumber and do what it's supposed to be. We have done our registrations. We have most people have gotten their voters card. People that have not gotten, they should still try and do so, because we keep on telling people that they should go out and get their voters card, the right thing, and vote for the right candidate. That
will not give hope. And then while you pray, you have to do the needful.
Yes.
Because even the Bible says, for him who knows what to do, and then he
doesn't do it.
He didn't do it. That means it's a sin. I'm just paraphrasing. So you knowing the right thing to do and not doing it is a sin. So I think we should wake up. All Nigerians should do the right thing. Now we are talking this country, Nigeria today, and then someone is saying Nigeria don't need a novice to drive this country. What's your take on that? This is coming from Gumi.
You know, Gumi has been here and there saying a lot of things. This is not the first time he's saying things. When it comes to terrorist issues, he has a say. When it comes to politics, he has a say, and all of that. And so a report says Gumi is not someone that should be ignored. And I feel for somebody that is negotiating with bandits, I feel he shouldn't be ignored as well. Because I feel there are a lot of things that the common eye is not seeing. There are a lot of underlying issues that people don't know. Because if someone like Gumi can come out to say a lot of things like that, then you should know that there's something behind. Because someone that doesn't have, let me say, a backing or something pushing him will not come out and make statements here and there, you know. Most people know what he can say, know what he can do. And even in 2015, when Buhari came out to contest to be the president and all of that, there was something Gumi said. He called on Muhammadu Buhari not to contest the 2015 presidential election. The cleric rather just suggested that Mr. Buhari should back a younger person to run for the position. And today, he is saying that a novice we should not give a novice to rule the country. Rather, we should give experienced person. And people that have experience, we've seen what they have done. So, I don't know.
Well, I went through his statement, and then he was saying, yes, okay, first of all, I agree with him. You know, this country is high time. We shouldn't give someone that that is a novice when it comes to issue of governance. Is a novice when it comes to the structure of Nigeria. Because there's a way Nigeria is structured. That's why our politics is dynamic. You know, whatever you do in governance approach when it comes to the nation, definitely there's a different approach, you know, you give to every region. And then for him to say that, I will agree with him, because even you can't be comfortable if you know that someone doesn't know how to drive, and they are telling you he's the one to drive you from here to Bauchi. Not even Bauchi, even terminals where you buy things, you will not be comfortable.
Of course.
Yeah. So that I agree with him. But what is he trying to say? This is what people are trying to x-ray his body language, you know, and then what is that is embedded in his statement that we are not seeing? Yes, you said Tinubu should not come out and say this is his own time. That's unfair. We agree. And then you're talking about Atiku. You know, yes, he contested. He was one the vice president. You have the experience. There's nothing wrong for someone to come out, you know, on and on to contest for an office in this country is backed by law. It's not a sin. And then you talk about, because in all his statement, he just concentrated on just
The three
the three major contenders.
presidential,
Yes. So Peter Obi, he said, yes, Peter Obi is there, but he's concentrating on the youth, not cutting across
regions.
regions. And I asked myself, with the population of over 200, and then the youth are having 70%. 70% of the youth of that total population are between 18 and 30.
30.
You understand? If you give the figure, you will fall around 140 million. So take out 140 million from the total population. What will you have? And in this country, you need 15 million to win presidential election. Yes, history have shown it.
Yes.
15 million to win presidential election. And then here you have youth with 140 million. And then if you look at it, youth already, they are the ones that will take over this country. Because the older ones, they have eaten their own share.
Sure.
In fact, for us, the youth, we will say they are eating our own. They are still
They've eaten their share, they are eating our share. And if care is not taken, they will eat our children's share. So
And that's what is happening. You know. So for him to make that statement, I sat down and I was looking at all the statement. I tried to analyze, try to X-ray, and then see what is he really trying to say. Yes, Gumi is someone that you can't just you can't just wave him. It's someone that when he talks, you listen. But when he talks, you have to sit down and ask yourself, why is he talking? What is he saying? And why now? These are the questions when Gumi is talking, you ask. And then, like earlier you said, okay, this person, he is the one that make, like, almost every election that comes in this country, you will hear his voice loud because he wants to be heard. You said the 2015, he was advising the present president now to withdraw and to support
a younger person.
a younger person. And now the youth are clamoring that this is their time. And then everything is tilting. People are saying, no, they don't have the experience, you know, and the rest. So I don't really understand what Gumi is saying. And I asked myself, I said, this is a person that, you know, was loud when the issue of banditry, kidnapping, you know, was going on. And then this person, people are asking, okay, if this person can tell the Nigerian country to listen to these people because they have something, they are agitating for something. And people are saying, ask this man. We have several issues from all the region. We have the issue of oil bunkering, the issue of the agitators in the southeast. You understand? We have the issue of Boko Haram. Then we have all of this, you know, happening in different regions, and you don't hear these people coming to say something categorically that someone will hold on to. And I wonder, why are they talking now?
You know, just like you mentioned, he talks about the three major contenders, talking about Atiku, Peter Obi, and Tinubu. And then talking about what he said about to Buhari when he was coming, he was contesting then, that he should back someone younger. And now he's saying Peter Obi is majorly concentrating on the youth and all on some particular regions. And then, like you said, Nigeria has the highest population of, the youths have the highest population in Nigeria. When we look at the voters registration, we have the youths having the highest number of electorates that have registered. And then, like you said again, 15 million people you need to win the election. So now, among these 3 people that he has mentioned, who is the novice among them? Because when you look at their past records, you will see that all of them have been in one position or the other. Tinubu was a past governor. Likewise, Obi. Atiku was one time vice president. So who is the novice among all of the 3 of them? As far as I'm concerned, they all have what it takes to rule this country. As far if they have the right things in ground, if they put the right, if they take the right step and do what is needed, I think one of them will be able to do what is needed in this country. So him saying they are doing this one should not say. I don't right now. He should focus on the needed, which is their antecedents, what they plan to do in this country when they come to power. We look at all these issues, we see the situation in the country, and he's always talking about the issues of banditry. The government should listen to them, to do what they should negotiate with them and all of that. We've seen how he was able to negotiate, and some of them were released, talking about the train attack. So I think these are some of the things Gumi should be concentrating on. I'm not talking about who Nigerians should vote for because of one thing or the other the person said, or because he's a youth or he's an old person and all of that. That is not what we are really caring about. But although we want the youths, we want people, someone younger to be in power, because we've seen that the old folks have done more than enough. Yes. And so we want something else to be done that maybe will profit the Nigerian people, other than what is already obtainable right now. We've seen that what is obtainable is not really favorable. So we are looking for a different route to take. So I think that's what Gumi should be focusing on rather than all of this. Because if he's talking about the youth are the highest population in the country, so what is he saying?
And even in the 15 million vote that gave the president, you know, the mandate to rule us, I can assure you that the youth carry the majority of that 15 million. So that means if the youth are ready and are willing, and I think this is the right time, because by the way the youth are going, I think they are aware of the power that they have with the PVC. They know that Nigeria belongs to them. Because they are youth, they have the future, they are still growing, and then they know that if they allow the older ones, I was tempted to say the old folks, you understand? If they allow them, there's this possibility that there will be no future for them. And they really want to take this future into their hands by doing the right thing. I don't think now we are talking about the old people. But if you look at it, even the older ones, we have people that are still performing. Yes, they are performing. And we have those that have performed. That when you check their past record, you will know that yes, but they are just very, very few. And even the issue of youth that we are talking about, we are not saying that no, the power should shift to but we are saying that the youth should be involved even in the issue of governance, because this thing involves them. If you are giving an old man the mandate to govern you, then you should have a say in what he does that concerns you. But just look at it now. We are talking youth and ASU are on strike, and the majority of youth fall across that particular age group.
Definitely.
Yes, if you say university, that means all the youth that are in university are at home. That means their future already is being tempered, because some of them, they have their own aspirations, they have their plans, they have what they are working, and they are using time to do all of those things. Now someone, 6 months already has been taken out of his plan. So he has to sit and re-strategize. You understand? For him to continue. Just imagine taking 8 years out of your years, of planning. It's not a small damage. It's not a small damage. So we have to get it right, because sometimes when you talk election, even if it's 4 years, But the reason why we say 8 years, because all of them, they come with the mindset of having 8 years,
Future.
even when they perform or not. So we have to correct all of these things. Even if you are giving an old man, give an old man that have the future of his children and his children's children. Because if you look at a true father, always think of even his grandchildren, how he wants them to be. Not even his children. Because he will say, I'm doing this so that you will enjoy your future, and then your children too will enjoy what I'm doing. That's why if you see it, all of them, they plan well for their children, because in the next 100 years, they want to make their children comfortable. That is why they connect them with all the connection that you can think abroad, and they leave the masses here. So I feel it is very important the youth should know their population. We are over 140 million. That's the population of the youth. And then you need only 15 million to win presidential election. So that means only the youth can decide who becomes the president, even if others decide to stay at home.
Yes, because we should not allow people to tell us that what this percentage are doing this percentage are doing. No. We should be able to know the power we have as youth in this country. We should be able to know that the future of this country lies in our hands, whether we like it or not. Even if the older people are saying that they still want to rule, they still want to do this and do that, they still should be able to do it. But we need, like you said, the youth to be much more involved in governance in this country, so that maybe some of these things will take shape the way we want them to be. Because sometimes they say even when they give the youth the power to do what they are supposed to do, they allow youthful exuberance to take place, and then at the end of the day, they don't achieve what they are supposed to. And we're talking about leaders of tomorrow that are at home, talking about a country that needs you to be, when you are 30, you should have 3 to 5 years experience before you are being given a job. And all these things are happening. So when are you going to finish the school and then get the 3 to 5 years experience and then get into the labor force, and at the end of the day, your years are past. There's nothing to show for. You are 35, 40. There's nothing for you to show for. You are just trusting in God as always. They say well, there's this word they use. They say poem and prayer. God day. Poem and prayer. You know, that's just the issue going on. But then we're just hoping that the Nigerian youth know their worth, because really in this country, the youths are not being harnessed as it's supposed to. The population that we have is supposed to add to our GDP, add to all the investments we have in this country, make us the largest, the popular, the giant of Africa that we claim to be. But at the end of the day, you don't see all these things happening. So we are hoping that the youths will take up the responsibility and do what is needed at the end of the day, so that we'll have what is supposed to be to call Nigeria a country.
Thank you for doing this with me, Lois.
Thank you for having me on the show.
I can see how passionate you're talking to the youth out there. Yes, it is very key. It is very important to know your place, to know your worth, and to know the power that you have on your tongue. Make sure 2023 election, you come out and do the needful. Vote your conscience. If they give you money, collect wholeheartedly, or do the right thing. Thank you for doing this with us. See you tomorrow.